Good morning. This is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. I'm a board-certified obstetrician gynecologist in New York City, and I'm bringing to you all things health-related for women. Thank you for joining me at GYN Corner today. I might look a little funny because it's really cold in the office this morning. So it's like 22, 23 degrees outside. And I don't think the building has turned the heat on, so it's very chilly, unfortunately, very chilly. I'm shivering a bit, but upwards and onwards. So today I'm going to speak on a different topic than I've been speaking recently because it's an answer to a viewer question. So I actually had a viewer question, and I had two patients come into the office in the last month asking the exact same question. And the question all three people asked was, how are they supposed to wash their private parts? How should they wash their vaginas? Which I thought, the first time I heard it, I thought was actually it was a viewer question the first time. I thought that was an odd question. I didn't really understand it. So I just let it go. And then about 3 weeks ago, I had a patient come in who asked, "Oh, can you discuss with me how to wash the vagina?" I said, "So I don't understand what you mean," because I'm thinking, does she mean front to back, back to front? I don't know. It's soap and water. Like, that doesn't sound like a difficult answer. So it doesn't sound like something anyone should have a question about. So I asked her what she meant. She said, "Oh, well, some friends of mine and I were always sitting around like, should we use special washes, or should it be something pH balanced?" And I said, "Okay, so she means what products to use." And I discussed that with her. And then I think late last week, I had another patient ask, for the patients to come in the office, I asked the girls at the front, they give them, the intake paper to fill out. We only have a couple of sheets because pretty much 95% of our intake information is on internet, is on a kiosk when they come in. So they fill out a online kiosk. We only have about 3 sheets of paper that we give them, like to fill out their pharmacy information because all the prescriptions are electronic, and then to fill out a questionnaire on if they have any questions for my Facebook and YouTube channels. Do they have any questions they'd like for me to address on the channels? And again, last week, I had a patient put down in her form, can she discuss how to wash the vagina? So now I've had 3 patients. So I figure if 3 people, 2 patients and 1 viewer, if 3 people have asked how to wash the vagina, then it must be a question that a lot of people aren't aware of. So, and again, when I saw this lady in the office, she asked me what kind of products. So I understand now, people asking what kind of products to use. So to me, it seems simple. You don't need products. But with this lady, I went into more depth. So I'm going to answer the question the way I answered it for her. So the vagina is a self-cleaning organism because you don't need like a bottle brush or any kind of handle device to stick in the vagina and clean it out. So the vagina, because we're on our feet, we have gravity as we're walking around, everything comes out. The vagina secretes a clear mucus. It's not a lot, it's a little bit, but a clear kind of watery mucus to coat the inner lining of the walls, and any kind of buildup gets, with gravity, it gets pulled out and you see it as a discharge. So if there's a lot of something going on, you're going to see a heavy discharge. If there's nothing going on that needs to be really cleaned out, you're not going to see much of a discharge. So you should not need to clean out inside the vagina. It does its own job. If you have a bad odor or an itch or irritation or burn or swelling of the skin around the vaginal opening, then that's not normal. You need to see a gynecologist to have it evaluated and treated. The outside of the vagina is called the vulva, so the outer lips and the inner lips. And I know a lot of people just call that the vagina too, but it's actually the vulva. And the vulva, or the outer and the inner lips, should be cleaned with just either water or plain soap and water. So I know a lot of people sweat a lot, they have a lot of activities, so there's dead skin cells, there's body oil, and there's sweat. Water alone is not gonna cut it for most people. They will need some kind of soap to break up the sweat and the dead cells. Now, if you take a soak in the tub, water may be enough, because soaking in the tub is gonna lift off, it's gonna break up and lift off that debris. If you're taking a shower, it's not gonna be enough, so you'll need a soap with water. And I've had patients say they can't use certain soaps, they get irritated, blah blah. If you're not putting the soap in the vagina, so you're not, sorry, I feel like I have to sneeze. If you're not excuse me, if you're not sticking your fingers in the vagina with soap, then you should not have issues with the soap. But if you are sensitive and you have frequent issues, then, sorry again, brother, it's so cold around here. It's really cold, and I always sneeze when it's cold. It's bad, very cold. I always tell the patients you could use any of the soaps for babies. So hypoallergenic, no fragrance, those should all be adequate. And it's just for the outside, it's not for the inside. So it's to break up the dirt, the oil, the dead skin cells on the outer lips, the inner lips, but not rubbing inside of the vagina. I'm going to continue this tomorrow because I'm starting to get bad, with more information on the cleaning products and things to do from the inside out to help with cleaning the whole private parts, genitalia. So I hope that's been helpful. Part 1 of 2 information on how to wash your vagina. This is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. Thanks for clicking the follow and the subscribe buttons. Thanks for giving the thumbs up for topics that you enjoy hearing about and want to hear more. And please leave questions on topics that you'd like information and for me to address. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.